What's up, guys? Barrett. So as I was digging into the new Linkin Park song, the chords and everything, and the music theory, I was like, man, this is listening to it, I knew something was really interesting about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So I got the chart in front of me. We start out with a D major. You can do whatever inversion you want, right? Then G minor, G, B flat, D, then B flat, D, F, C. Once again, whatever inversion you want, F, C. This is a tricky thing about being a pianist, is there's different ways to play the same chord. So you kind of just have to figure it out what you want. They use this register a lot right here. Obviously it's Linkin Park, they use the lower register, you know, rock and roll. But D to G minor, to B flat, to F, to C. Da 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 da. And the melody's like. Now here's the cool thing though. This song is written really interestingly because if you think about music theory, it makes no sense whatsoever, but that's what makes it cool. It starts out with D major, right? Then you go to G minor. Well, what that means is you could just think of it as it starts in D major and that's a flat 4 is what we call that, because D major, 1, 2, 3, 4, G is 4, but 4 is supposed to be major and major, but we have minor 4s all the time. So it could be 1 to minor 4, but then the B flat comes out of nowhere. So now you're thinking, okay, B flat chord. I mean, you can have a flat major 6 that does exist, but then we have F natural. So now we're really far out of the key of D major because F sharp, okay? So we're definitely not in D. So then I figured, okay, maybe it's in G minor. Which makes sense, right? That's the next thing that makes the most sense. Well, G minor is G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, or F sharp, G. Which makes a lot of sense. So we start out with the 5 chord if we're in G minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 5 chord, to the 1 chord, minor 1 chord, to the major 3, to the flat 7, to the major 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're breaking all the rules here because in minor, 4 is supposed to be minor, but they got a major 4. So that's one thing that makes this piece so interesting is it's obviously not in D major, although it sounds like it is, and it's not in G minor. You could say it is, but it's got a lot of accidental action. It's somewhere in between D major and G minor, which is what makes it so cool. But you could still call it 5, 1. It's mostly in G minor. 3. This would be flat 7, which happens all the time. Then major 4. Back to 5. But it really resolves. See, it doesn't sound like it resolves on G minor, though. So it's a really interesting progression. Somebody tag Rick Beato and get him to do a video on this because I want to know what key this is in. Because to our traditional key system, it doesn't actually make any sense. It's probably some modal thing. I'm not really sure. But it's really cool. And I knew when I heard it, I was like, this is super interesting for some reason. And those are some of the reasons why. Thanks for watching.